Hello and welcome back to Up the Villa. Welcome to Transfer Hub, your home of Aston Villa's transfer news, links, rumours, noise, murmurings, incomings and outgoings. If you are new to our channel, make sure you are subscribing. Get on the journey with us and hit that like button. So let's go for 1,000 likes on this one. And most importantly, comment your thoughts in the comment section down below. We have got a proper player on our hands on Transfer Hub today. A player that I think is absolutely exceptional and would walk into this Aston Villa team. No problem. Walk in, hit the ground running, and just absolutely tear the Premier League up. And he's a player that Unai Emery loves, Monchi loves, just like a João Felix type-esque player, a player whose profile suits our system of where they can play. And Emery really likes João Felix. He really likes Ferran Torres, and I can see why, because he's so good. Monchi did an interview on a radio station early on in the window saying that we weren't in for him, but who knows? Is this just tactical mind games? But I imagine if we can try and entice Ferran Torres to Aston Villa, then we'll be all over it and we'll be able to do it. And we'll have a little look at this one then. So we'll have a look at where the rumours come from. We will have a look at the player profile. We'll have a look at the numbers. And then we'll have a look at where he could possibly fit into a Villa system. I like him that much. I've even done a list of everything that I like. And I don't normally do that on Transfer Hubs. I usually just go off what's in my mind. But I've got some attributes that I really like. So let's have a look then. Emery wants Barca's Torres. Unai Emery is keen to bring in Barcelona and forward Ferran Torres, with Aston Villa ready to pay 43 million for the 25-year-old former Manchester City player. And this is coming from Fijares in Spain. We can now go to the article, which I am able to translate into English, which shows us the following. New offer of 50 million by Ferran Torres. Aston Villa is willing to break the market to get Ferran Torres. The English club, under the technical direction of Unai Emery, plans to present a proposal of 50 million euros to FC Barcelona to sign the Valencian striker, who has become a strategic goal for the Birmingham team. Emery has been asking for his incorporation for some time, convinced that his versatility and imbalance can enhance the team's attack for the new season. We then go on to talk about at the very bottom that Monchi, sports director of English club, is now preparing a decisive offensive with the aim of closing the operation and giving Emery the offensive reinforcements he has requested so much. Boom. That's the talk that we want. This is the profile of player that we want. This is the level. This is the market that we should be shopping in. Maybe things have got to happen for us to get into the position to go all in and bid. But this player transforms our attack. He gives us an unpredictable nature. He's young. He's just so good technically. This is the level. Just make it happen. Just make it happen. Right, so what do I like about him? I'll use my list because I think it's important that I don't really miss anything off my list. So the first thing to note is that he's versatile. He can play left, right, down the middle, or as a striker. So even within that, it adds so much to us, because we could go out and sign a right winger. We could play Marlon there. We could have Rodgers in the 10. Ferran Torres, probably in his preferred position-ish, on the left, cutting inside, drifting infield. We know we play very central at times. Then we can have the runner from out wide if it's the left back. In our current system, that's what we could have. But then he also have the balance that he can play as a striker. He can play off the striker. So we've got rotation options with the profile. And this is why Emery does like a lot of players that can play across the pitch in numerous positions that just options, individual game plans. We're able to implement different tactics. The one thing that I like about him, especially, is that he can run from deep. He can run from his starting position, either on the left, central, and run behind defenders. And that run is very difficult for defenders to be able to pick up. So he's a willing runner. He'll run in and behind the defense. What he's really good at is breaking through those lines. So imagine what Rodgers is really good at, breaking through those lines. Pass goes through a midfielder into that open space. And then this is where Ferran Torres is very good, when he's got open space and he's got yards to another player that he's able to attack and exploit. Again, driving at the defense with the ball, he's very, very good at. And I've got written down here that he's a space attacker. So he attacks the space, which again shows that he's got that technical and tactical awareness of when to attack certain zones, when to run, when to time his run. Finishing, he's a really, really good finisher. And what needs to be spoken about within that finishing, we've got touch and footwork, able to one-touch ball out of his feet, take that strike. If he's inside the box surrounded by defenders, he's able to take little touches, manipulate the ball. Very, very good. Touching in and around the box. He's a touch player. Little touch, little layoff, little pop off there, little flick, little slide rule pass. He's got everything there in his locker. His awareness, brilliant on the pitch. He can play those little chip dink passes. He can play crossfield passes. His crossing's good. So the awareness and the vision that he's got is absolutely impeccable. Link up with fullbacks is very good as well. He was really good at Barca with Koundé. I thought their link up was very good last season. Also, in and around the box, composure and calmness on the ball. You can't buy it. It's ingrained at an early age. He takes his touch in the box. He can finish. He doesn't get flustered, whether he's in front of goal, whether he's at an acute angle. Really good. He's got fantastic acceleration going past players once he's got the ball at his feet. He's a direct player, and I've got here thinking. Direct thinking. Ball comes to him, forward, attack, pass, shoot. That's important. And then finally, I've got link up. Link up really good with players. On a level with players, he's able to build those connections, build those partnerships. So for me, absolutely quality player, and I am all for him. If there's a chance that Villa can get that deal done, then he would be at the top of my list. At the top of my list. Left, right, central, second striker, off the striker, as a striker if needs be. No-brainer. Absolute no-brainer. So, Villa fans, let me know what you think of Ferran Torres. But for me, yeah, big, big fan. So, here we've got them. Spanish nationality, 25 years of age, right-footed. So when he's on that left cutting inside, really, really good. Now, here's why I think we could be in with a chance. He actually did well at Barca last season. But as we can see, in La Liga, 27 played, 12 starts. Now, if he's comfortable with that, being on the bench majority of the time, then fair enough. But I think he might have unfinished business in the Premier League and want to attack it and show what he's all about. We know Barca have got financial problems with registering players. If Villa put money down, then they would definitely think about it. They would definitely think about accepting, because registering players is one of the reasons why they've not been able to get Nico Williams. So, yeah, all for it. But then look at the numbers. This is important as well. Limited starts, but goals and assists. He gets the numbers as well, which I think is good. 10 goals, and then we've got 6 assists. So even within all of the attributes that I've highlighted that he's really good at, he backs it up with his numbers there. We've got 78% passing accuracy, 86% in his own half, 72% in the opposition half. We've got 1 ball recoveries per game, but this is the big one right here. 58% successful dribbles, 50% of total duels won, 53% of ground duels are being won there as well, which is great. Right, Champions League, we've got a 6.95 rating. We played 11 games, started 3. We scored 3 goals and we got 1 assist. Successful dribbles in the Champions League, 38%. So there's a little bit of a makeup of what his package is like. Left wing striker, right wing, and then heat map. We can see, if we go to the heat map, that we are central and on that left-hand side predominantly at Barcelona. Now, if we have a look at some of his underlying numbers now, so I've put him under the section of, do we go forwards or wingers? Attacking mid. We'll go forwards and attacking mid then, because I think that's probably where he's best suited to. So for attacking midfielders and wingers, he's got 0.76 goals per 90, and we're at 99 percentile. The assists is 0.41, top 95 percentile. Goals and assists, top 99 percentile of 1.17. We have a look at some of his other numbers. Let's go now and have a little look at his carries. So where are we? So progressive passes received, we're at 28.55. That's in the top 19 percentile. So that's quite low. And then we've got, I want to find carries. So yeah, carries 1.47 and carries into the final third 0.82. Carries into the penalty area 0.94. If we have a look at his stats then as, oh, that was against forwards. Sorry. Right. Attacking midfielders and wingers then. So where are the carries on those? That should be a little bit higher, I would imagine. So carries 21.03. Total carries distance 94.35. Progressive carrying distance 36.31. And then on transfer market, we'll go Ferran Torres, and we're at 40 million euros. And what was his peak value? Peak value was around 50 million. So he's dropped to 40. So peak value was at 50 and we're now at 40. He's played 49 games for Spain, scored 21 goals, and he's been involved in the 17s, 19s, and 21s. So let me know on Ferran Torres. For me, that's top. That's top bracket signing. I think that's top bracket market that we're shopping in there. I think Bakayoko, obviously on the opposite side, on the right-hand side, but I actually feel like this is more left and central. And where I think we would be fitting in would be, let me show you. Wait for this to load. Where we would be fitting in would be in this position here. You imagine Ferran Torres in here, this little pocket, this little area through here. The one thing that I would say is, would he be able to do the defensive work? So that would probably be something that would have to have been worked on. But in that pocket there, or even shifting to that shape that I've said that we could go into. So being in that sort of like out wide left winger role, that's something that we could do. But in this little pocket here is where I think he could do some serious damage. He could even play central, so you could put him off the striker and switch Rodgers and put Rodgers on the left. But I think that would be dependent on the game, or he could go out on the wide right area. So this little pocket here, I think it's made for him in that little zone there. So Villa fans, let me know your thoughts. Do you think he's attainable? Do you think it's a realistic target? What are your thoughts if Ferran Torres was to come to Aston Villa? So Villa fans, let me know your thoughts. Up the Villa.